See, if we look at the early church, they had both an organic feel to the way that they did ministry as well as an organized feel. If we were to read just a little bit further, the church actually gathers together and organizes certain people, including eventually Paul, to send out as missionaries, and they lay hands on them, and there's organized approach, which is really important as well. But what we see here before they ever have the organized approach is this organic feel that, man, the faith that I have, the faith that I possess is so powerful that even though I'm leaving, and even though the leaders are no longer with us, we're going to carry this message. And literally because of the message of the common person, the message of Christianity starts to spread. And again, it spreads like wildfire, organically. Why? Because the people knew their lives had been forever changed because of Jesus. And they said, as we go wherever it is that we scatter, we're not leaving that message behind. We're not, as we pack our stuff up in Jerusalem, we're not leaving our faith and compartmentalizing our faith and moving on. We're saying, no, Jesus has delivered us so much that as we leave, the message of Christianity goes with us. Why? Because their faith was a contagious faith. In the coming weeks, we're laying a foundation today. In the coming weeks, we're going to talk about the hows and the whys and what that looks like. But for today, as we lay the foundation, it's building this idea that Jesus came and delivered the early church, and as they left with a faith that is contagious. And my fear is 2,000 years later, we have a tendency to want to play it safe. See, I think for most of us today, we want to see God's Spirit move in our life. But sometimes we feel stagnant. Going back to our original premise, movers accommodate, while stagnant people want to be accommodated. I want us to get that because we're going to keep drumming up this idea over and over. Movers walk into a room and say, what can I do to make a difference? What can I do to serve? God, I want to see your Spirit move. I don't want to walk in and just be comfortable. Comfortable people walk in and they say, wait a minute, someone's sitting in my chair or someone's sitting in my pew. They walk in and say, the coffee's not to my liking, it's too strong or it's too weak. Or they walk in and say, they went and changed the time of my service and I'm not comfortable with that. Like when we're stagnant, we say, everybody is here to serve me. And we wouldn't actually come out and say that, but that's kind of the way that we approach life is, man, I was comfortable, I like things this way, and when everything changed, I didn't like it. I was out in the community the other day, and that person that I go to church with didn't even acknowledge me. And so now I'm going to grumble and complain about it. Movers aren't looking to be accommodated. Movers say, what can I do to accommodate?